Today I'm gonna show you how to repair Whirlpool washer water leak. It's in the middle spot. Let's start it. Please unplug the electric outlet and turn off the water, cold water and hot water faucet, and move the washer a little bit off the wall so you can have access in the back. There's three. I guess you don't have to unscrew the water pipe from the washing machine. Just leave there intact. And there's a three screw in the back. Make sure just remove it. Sorry, I purposely leave the video a little longer than 30 minutes. There's a little detailed information. I don't want to fast forward to it. So you can get some clear idea how to remove and install. The most important is to install the boot seal and make sure the inner seal and the outer seal is firmly attached to the washer and also the door. And also there's a two screw. Just by press remove the detergent box and press it to remove it. And now you just remove slide the top cover little out towards the wall and lift a little bit. And there's a two screw on both sides of the display, the computer board. Just remove it and slide gently up towards up. Press. You actually press a little out to yourself and then slide up. And very be careful with the wire. It's a little bit short. And all right. So once you put it on top of the washer, make sure you're using some kind of thing to fix it, because later on you're gonna tilt the washer and it's kind of heavy. There are three bolt screws on top of it. Okay, and make sure you can remove that the wire. It's very tough. You're using a applying needle to remove it. Okay, move towards the right hand side and using flat screwdriver to go around it gently. Now you have the loose and tuck in everything inside. Okay, remove out. And this washer I did try to repair, try to glue in the beginning, at the bottom, and it still doesn't work. Try several times, and that's the last result to replace the boot seal. I will list the part where I purchased from. And here's the detergent outlet. Make sure you just remove that. And there's also remove the light bulb. I guess on the video didn't show here, but you got the idea. And now there's two screws on the door switch. That's close. When you close and have the power on. Otherwise, if that switch is broken, you can turn the washer up. And now using a 2x4, mine is a little bigger, but 2x4 is okay. There's a 4 screw, you need to remove it. Then make sure you remove that the screw first. I guess I didn't. I actually removed on top 3 ball, and then when I tilted, because the weight, I have to re-screw back. So. All right. Once you remove the screw and gently put down, now you're ready to screw the 3 ball on the top. and then make sure you open the door, and that panel is pretty heavy. Just be careful. And also, in the process to install, be careful the sharper edge. I think a lot of people recommend to put a glove on it, but it's difficult to put a glove to unscrew those things. Especially when you install the boot seal. Okay, and now you remove it and put it on the side. And now I just made time just uninstall. I think that's the light bulb. And when I install the new boot seal, I just realized that light bulb is the other side of it's not a closed, it's not open. So I have to using scissors to spend a lot of time to cut it, because the boot seal is very thick. It's difficult to cut the hole. And so you need to remove this piece bigger, heavy, to stabilize the washer. And there's 3 bigger bolts. Once you remove it, so you can access uh, the 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 bracket. The bracket screws on top of it. Without remove that, you cannot access it. Here you go. Just using the Phillips screwdriver to gently counterclockwise remove it. And as you can see in the middle, there's 2 lines there. So you make sure when you install the boot seal back, you make sure in the same position. Okay, just remember where you are, and then use a flat screwdriver, go around the right hand side, left side, to gently remove the wire. Okay. Now I'm just trying to do from the right and go down. Okay, you took out. Now I guess you can remove everything. And my washer is about, I think, over 10 years. And never had any issue except that leak is always the leak. So usually I put some thing underneath it, and after each wash to wipe it, and then decide, okay, that's it. Let me replace it. And that thing's very, very yucky, dirty. I think I'm happy to remove to install. I'm just okay. Now next step is very important. Make sure to comparison the new one and the old one. Both sides. Make sure all the holes same. But guess what? Unfortunately, I missed that the light bulb entrance, and the one end is closed, so I have to cut it. Already installed on top of it. That next thing what I did is since I opened it, I make sure to clean out they call the coin container, where it collects all the dirty stuff. So that part take a while because there's a lot of water on it. So I just put something. I know there's a lot of water come out, but I didn't realize a lot. So I spent a lot of time try to wait it. Only did find one coin and did a clean little mess, you know. And for you guys, I think also it's a good idea since you already open it, make sure to clean out. If it's a lot of coin, this is a good time. Just make sure you have enough towel, paper, try to, yeah, this the coin find, and make sure clean the surface and put it back. So with this project, I guess a lot of video I took, little clip. It's difficult. It's so take time consuming. You take each, try to cut the unnecessary clip and leave the important one. But a lot of review and okay. From now I just try to clean the surface. This is a good time to clean the surrounding area. So. All right. Next step is using some dish soap. I using a paper towel. Just put dish soap on paper towel and go around the edge, inner edge or outer edge area. It's the idea for that. It's easy to slip the cable, the wire cable in. When you do the installation. So at that time, I still didn't know the hole is not open. I wish I found out right now so I can cut it easily. So when you mount it, you mount from the top. There's a little arrow key, arrow sign. Make sure put on top of the two line in the middle. Okay, and then walk through left, right. Gradually goes to down. Make sure the boost is totally against the side of the panel, and you have to go through check each individual inch by inch gradually. Since we're not professional, and just be careful, because I heard that this is most important. If you didn't do good job, when you start washing and the water's gone all over the place, that's gonna be nightmare. Okay, so that's the place I spend a lot of time try to leave the footage out. And this is the okay. Another thing I want to talk about, when you remove this switch, one of the cables the connector is so short it fell apart. So when I put it back, the washer cannot start it. So I end up have to took out the last wire cable. This is the most difficult, and I have to ask somebody to help me to put it in it. So and I really should put this behind that the outside cover, so it wouldn't touch that. That's for you guys. So right now I'm just put the bushel, try to snag to the position against the side of the panel. Okay, just what I did from right and left. You can do from left, right, depends, and then go over all. Once you think you did it, and try before you put that the wire, and check it, double check, triple check throughout the whole process. Okay, you check, make sure everything's okay. You need to go down. I did all that, and I just want to, I guess, with the camera close up and see. Yeah, this has to be attached to the line, to the panel, so you can put the wire on the groove. Okay. And I hope I can show you the two line, what I'm talking about. Yes, there's two line in the middle, precise in the middle. Okay. I guess you cannot see from the video. Check it one more time. I did spend a lot of time with install this, and my next project is try to clean the dryer vent. Oh my God, that's another project I'm gonna for the next. I already finished that project, so that's another good experience I want to show you. Okay, right now I'm trying to clip the inner connection. Okay, you have to. It's difficult to show you see on the video. Okay, now you can see. This is the place I'm trying to clip into. Do you see it? Okay, make sure press, and sometimes you can using the other hand, the other side of it. Okay, once you finish that, uh, I guess you don't have to click that. You can install the cable first. Also, doesn't matter. All right, now I'm just try to put the middle wire on top of the the boot seal, and try to make sure you loose enough so you have the size to put in it. Okay, as you can see, what I did is purposely put on the in the middle, and then gently screw and move a little bit to the right. You hold one finger on the other end, just to make sure do not poke it. The screwdriver is sharp. The screw is sharp, so just be careful. It'll take a while. It's a little space. Now you see why I remove the top weight, because it's prevent without remove that you cannot install that. Make sure very tight. Okay. Oh, there's in the middle there's a little a tube. Make sure you try to get close as possible. For me, I think that's the furthest I can get into. I still have a few space between the tube, but for you, I guess all depends different model, right? This I listed my model here, so if you have a Whirlpool Maytag, could be different situation. Now put back the weight. Should be straightforward. And the next time if I replace the booster, I should be get a lot of experience. All right, now is what I did. I try to lubricate, put the dish, the detergent in the hole so I can easily slid to it. The right one, the first one I did is the light bulb. At that time, I still didn't realize on the other side is still closed. So slide that in and then make sure all the way, touch on the edge. And this is the way that when this detergent will, get into the top tube. All right, here's what I found is, yeah, you see here, that one should be cut it. Otherwise, the light bulb cannot go through. There's no light can come out. Okay, so I guess I did try to call the store which I purchased online and ask, oh, punch it. No, you cannot punch it. You have to cut it. The knife wouldn't do it, and it's hard. Why the thing's on. I guess you really should be before check the new boot seal before you install. Make sure everything. Check those the thing I experienced. Actually, in the beginning, they try to use screwdriver to punch it, but there's no way to do it. And here, end up did but it's okay. You just the hole doesn't look too perfect, but the idea is you punch that the light bulb so you can see it. Okay. Okay. Now you finish that. You need the next step to install the door panel back. Install the back, and I make sure just put the screw loosely put it on on the washer itself. And what happened is you left the washer, with the 2x4 block, and install the 4 screw at the bottom. Make sure the hose matches, and then bring down the washer machine and tie the top 3. Okay, so that's what's supposed to be do. So you do not tie this. If you tie this and the bottom 4 screw, the hose not match, so you still have to, uh, it's heavy. By the way, just watch your hands. I did unfortunately use a big block, so I have to move twice because when you the too wide, so 2x4 sometimes you only one shot. You just lift it, put it on the not in the middle, just little you know towards the left. So there's empty space. You just can mount a 4 screw. But those are the little things will save some time. And again, remember that when you put back that door switch, make sure all the cables are attached to it. And take me freak out when I put everything back and the whole thing out. I say, oh no. But I know it's the door switch, so end up I took the the boot seal, the last boot seal off, so I can access the switch and check. You know. Yeah, I guess I didn't show you where the connection is, how to get screw at the bottom, but you got the idea. And the cost of this boot seal is all around like a 20. I paid $29, and most places about 30, 35. And so this is the place I ordered, which is the cheapest from Texas. And I mean, looks like a decent, it's OEM boot seal from Whirlpool. And now I just installed that door switch with the 2 screw back. So make sure again, check the wire, make sure not loose. And the wire is so tight, even though I know when I later on I found out it's loose, it's difficult to put back. So tight, short, not enough space. But go through the whole process. I guess troubleshooting is most difficult. But as DIY, you have to have a uh, common sense, right? Try to fix things. Now I just tied those 3 bolts. And make sure after tight, make sure you can close open, the door, and make sure you clean the bottom door, using paper towel. Take time to clean all the mess, hair, this, that. eh? Okay, now you pull the boot seal out, and there's inner lid. You make sure to attach to it, and this is where you can install the last metal wired, and this the one's most difficult, and you have to using a needle, point needle apply, or maybe some other tool. I have a both. I try, So what I did is in the beginning, as somebody going to the left, and I guess that's difficult. And so what happens is you sit in the front, you try to pull out, and the person stand on your right hand side using hand to go from the top. Make sure. I think here you will see the whole process. I guess I'm just too excited, want to tell you, and that the screw part is at the bottom of this boot seal. And this I did see some of the model, maybe it's on the right hand side, on the right, like 3 o'clock, but depends the model. So when you remove it, you make sure where the location is. For me, it's at the bottom. Okay, so you make sure. Okay, now I'm just ready to call people to help me. Have your tool ready, and you just using the applier to holding at the bottom, on the one edge of the spring, and try to horizontally towards the right, so give more room for the whole wire to go into the groove. And I did actually try lots, so many tries. So this is only successful try. So I so excited when I get in. Sorry, I guess couldn't show you the footage, but you get my idea. I think this is the most important clip, but unfortunately cannot show you. But the idea is you are holding on the spring as fast as you can go to the right. So the other person go using hand to go from top to bottom until you have everything goes to the groove. Okay, I think I'm sweaty that time for sure. But I guess that's the fun of the DIY. You never know we're gonna face. Yeah, I think I got it. So what you need to do is at this point in time, just go through, check all the wires go inside, and which is close to the body of a washer. Okay, this wire, little wire. Unfortunately, I have to do twice. Remember that this switch is not connected fully, and now I just make sure clean the bottom area. You can using a wet towel and then dry clean it. Now just slide the display and put the two screw in it, and slide the top panel. So hope you enjoy it. Hope helpful, and please subscribe and click like. I appreciate you comment. I maybe can improve myself. I just start this. Not I'm not I'm pretty new, so let me put this way. So thank you very much for your watching, and hope you enjoy. Have a good day.